Hello guys, Dusty here with another pickup video. Yes, it's been a while since I have made a YouTube video. Well, I actually just made a quick life update. Well, it's not a quick life update, it's like 40 minutes. But I just made that one, so hopefully I'm back in the swing of things, ready to go, ready to make a video. That one's going to go up after this one because I know some of you are really going to want to see the pickup video first. That's what some of you guys come around here for. So I am happy to oblige and upload that one first, and then the life update should be coming up here soon. So, but yeah, pickups. We have found video games. I always say that, despite the fact that I've been finding less and less. Global pandemic has really not been helping, but I talked about a little bit in the life update, so if you want to hear about how I've been doing, how my life has been, how things have been going for me, and in the world of Dusty Doo, feel free to catch that one when it comes up. But yeah, we have found video games. Not a lot, but some. And these ones are not going to be in order. I feel like more and more pickup videos of mine nowadays aren't in order because honestly, I just can't even remember the order I picked up some of these games in. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to talk about. I'll talk about in this video because it is kind of pertinent. So, but yeah, to get started, I'm just gonna grab something off the top here. Oi, loy, Ram. I know this is not a video game, but it is part of my gaming PC. Figured I'd go ahead and just mention this briefly. I talked more about it, and I'm gonna stop saying I talked more about it in the other video, just because it's gonna be a whole video about that. But yeah, I decided this 32 gigabytes of RAM. Decided to put more in the gaming PC and move the rest to my home theater PC I just built and talked about more in the other video. That's going to be coming up here soon. This is going to just sound like a commercial for that other video, I swear. But this is about pickups, so I left all the pickups out of this one, out of that one. This video is all about pickups and gaming because I forgot to mention that one in the last one. That's going to be coming up later. I know it's confusing. It's just I'm sorry. I'm out of practice. I haven't done this for a while, so please bear with me. And speaking of bear, Persona 4. That was a horrible segue. I apologize. But yeah, Persona 4. I played Persona 4. Now, the reason this is a pickup is because I picked it up on Steam. Let me explain the logic behind that. So, early this year, I decided, you know what? I'm finally going to get into Persona 4. Finally going to play it. I'm finally going to beat this game that everybody talks so highly about. That is supposed to be so much better than 3. And I did. I did just that. I played Persona 4 on the PlayStation 2, and didn't catch me like Persona 3 did. Honestly, it really didn't. I played through the game. I just kind of got through it because I wasn't feeling it, you know? Particularly because of balance issues, which the dungeons were rampant with. It was a sore experience to me. Like, the game just did not play very well. The social aspect of the game, I think, was as good as Persona 3, if not better. Okay, like, social links, the team, the characters. Characters are fantastic in Persona 4. Like, everything most people don't like about Persona 4, I like about Persona 4. And vice versa. Most of the things that people like about Persona 4, I didn't like about Persona 4. So I played through up until the last dungeon on PS2, and then I just decided, well, the thing is, I didn't do that. I played up until the last dungeon, and then lo and behold, there had been kind of around the rumor mill kind of things saying that, oh, you know, Atlus might be releasing Persona 4 Golden on Steam. Well, lo and behold, Atlus releases Persona 4 Golden on Steam. You may also be wondering why I didn't play Persona 4 Golden, and that is because I don't have a PS Vita, and I had lost my PlayStation TV. I have since found my PlayStation TV, and I don't know where it is again. So, yeah, pretty much. That's what happens, Sony, when you make a video game console this big. Okay? Sorry about that. But yeah, Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4 Golden was everything Persona 4 should have been. Genuinely. Basically, what I did was I turned the game to easy mode, just so I didn't have to, like, actually play through the dungeons. I could just kind of go through the motions, go through it again. But this time, I decided to 100% it. I decided to get everything, every last bit out of Persona 4 Golden. I loved it. I mean, there's such a big difference between this game and this game. And I just realized this is mirrored, so it looks a little weird to you. Or maybe it just looks weird to me. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, Persona 4 Golden, man, is the way to go. So much added content, so much better. It's just a better game. It's everything Persona 4 should have been. And I mean, I'm not giving, Persona 3 enough of a bad rap, I'm sure, because I never played Persona 3. I played Persona 3 Fez, which was after all the balance. And yeah, there were some gameplay aspects I didn't like about the dungeons. And yeah, the dungeon structure is not as good as Persona 3's. I'm just going to go out and say that. It's not as good. Tartarus was a lot better, in my eyes, than the dungeon structure in Persona 4. But, because, I mean, these floors, each of these floors is just 100 hours long in itself. Like, it's just a complete labyrinth. Whereas Persona 3, you're always making progress. You're always going up floors. Every 5 of them or so, you get a save point. You get golems. No big deal. This one, yeah, you'd get golems, but then you'd have to go back, pay an extortionate... Well, this one, you get golems, you pay an extortionate fox, and then and I had never did the fox social link, too, in Persona 4. So, the fox is a lot better in this one. But I didn't need the fox in this one, because they actually figured out how to balance the game. So, you didn't need it. You could just get during the shuffle time, which they fixed, because in Persona 4 it was awful. Persona 4 Golden, they fixed it so you could actually heal and get better experience and all that, rather than having to do something that was reflex-based in Persona 4, which was awful. It was really awful. But yeah, that being said, I would highly recommend not playing Persona 4, and I think that Persona 4 Golden is an experience everyone should have at least once. I highly recommend it. Go download it on Steam. It's $20. Worth every penny. I think, let me pull it up on Steam quick. I think my save file has 65 hours on it. Keep in mind, skipping all of the dialogue and all of the social link cutscenes and all of that I had seen in this one before. Between these two games, because this one I probably had about 75, 80 hours in. Between these two games, I probably have 150, 160 hours. I don't regret a single one of them. This game is fantastic. This game, no. This game, yes. No? Yes. No. Yes. No, 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 no. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, that's one pickup. Yeah, I know I have to pad these videos out somehow, so I just kind of did an impromptu game review. From what I've heard, people do actually like when I do those, so figured I'd go ahead and do it. So yeah. But these are just for visual aids, just that I bought the game on Steam. So, I usually don't go over digital games that I buy in these pickup videos, but Persona 4 is a pretty good one. So, Golden. Not that, no, yes, no, yes, no. Got it? Good. So, next up is Persona 5. Speaking of Persona 5... Well, we're getting all Persona-y up in here. Speaking of Persona 5, another Persona 5 related... Okay, Persona 5, Royal. Got this one. So, my experience with Persona 5 was, I got through, I think, the second dungeon. But it was like in 2017, so I can't even remember it. So, I'm basically going to be going into Persona 5 Royal blind. Just because basically I had played through about 15 hours of it, of the original, and life got hectic really fast. So I'm going to be playing Persona 4 Persona 4 Royal on my PS4 Pro, my 500 million edition PS4 Pro. So in 4K glory, the way the game was meant to be played. I'm very excited for this. I almost want to just move on to this one immediately. There's another game, specifically the one up there, that I might play first, but I'm gonna do a little bit of thinking on that. And I did get the Phantom Thieves edition, by the way, which comes with the mask and the art book, which I have up here because nothing can be conveniently to hand. But I decided to also get out my Persona 5 art book just to show you how well these match. Like, they're like the same size. They'll look great on a shelf with each other. I just keep them on my coffee table. Like, I have a massive stack of books on my coffee table. It's dumb. Really, I shouldn't have things like that, but that's the way I have them right now. But yeah, Persona 5s and Persona 5 Royals. And I mean, the illustrations are just as good in this one, too. A lot of the Royal exclusive stuff in here, too. So, can't complain. From what I heard, it just kind of changes in Royal. They added an extra semester, kind of like what they did in Persona 4 Golden, I can only assume. And they added a new character. So, that's like throughout the campaign. So that's going to be kind of interesting to see, because I did play the first part, so I'm going to get to see kind of how that's different. But yeah, I think I made it to like the 3rd dungeon. I made it up to the 3rd dungeon and then no further on my first playthrough of just regular Persona 5. So I'm excited to finally play the trilogy of games that Atlas actually acknowledges exist. I have all the other Persona games. I actually have all the other versions of all the other Persona games and all the limited editions, other than the fighting games. Other than, of course, Solid Gold, which I do plan on getting. I am going to bite the bullet on that at some point. My budget for it right now is $300. That's how much I like Persona 4 Golden. I want to collect it. That, and I figure it's going for $75 now. With this whole pandemic raising the prices of video games throughout the roof. Sell this for $75. Buy the limited edition for $300. I'm getting it for like $225. That's a lot more palatable. That, and I have some eBay bucks burning a hole in my pocket, so it's going to be more like $200, and I can almost accept that. So, there you go. Anyway, moving right along. Random copy of NBA Street on the GameCube. I just found it at the pawn shop for $2. It was in good shape. I'll buy a GameCube case for $2 in good shape at this point. I don't know if I have NBA Street on the GameCube, actually. I don't know what I have on the GameCube anymore. But it's been, for those of you wondering, oh, well, Dusty, how's the collecting every GameCube game thing been going? I've gotten 2 games that I know I didn't have. So, and those are coming up here. They were local pickups because trying to buy a GameCube game online with this whole pandemic going on, oh my god. It's ridiculous. Like, I had bought Gotcha Force, like, beginning of the year, last year, late last year, I think it was. $150. You can't get a disc-only copy nowadays for under, like, $300. Stupid. I'm so excited for this all to be over and not all the burst, because I want to get to collecting more GameCube games again. But for now, we're just gonna wait it out. But we did get NBA Street on the GameCube. I once again didn't know if I had this one already, so I just bought it. But if anything, I have an extra GameCube case. Speaking of limited editions made by Atlas, Catherine Full Body. I got this one. I don't know if it was in the last pickup video or not. I have actually opened it too. Because I was actually kind of planning on playing it and never got around to it. But this is another kind of Atlas reimagining, you could say, of a game. I don't like how this one was done nearly as much as their usual. It has a steelbook, which is fine, but put the name of your game on the steelbook, Atlas. Take notes out. Atlas, Mr. Atlas, if you're watching, take notes here quick. Let me show you how a collector's edition is made. Because this costs, I think it only costs like $20 more than the base game. But here's the thing. This is how you do it. Alright? Slip cover. Now, I don't care if the name of the game is on the steelbook if it's a slipcover. Now, this Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royals has the name of the game on the case, on the steelbook case, and the slipcover. Very visible on the slipcover. But, yeah, Catherine, no such thing. No name on it, so you wouldn't be able to pick this out on a shelf other than the fact that it's pink. So, Really bad Marks Atlas, honestly, for this collector's edition. I'm just going to be honest, particularly compared to the original, because the original was really cool. I would have rather spent $100 and gotten something, better, to be honest. But you did get this cool little plushie, so I can't complain about that. And the art book, you definitely can complain about. And I don't think this come with the soundtrack. Yeah, it did come with a soundtrack. I must have just already put that on my soundtrack shelf, but this is not an art book, Atlas. This is not how you do an art book. to put it in perspective, and I mean, these art books are kind of small. These are like Dr. Seuss books. Like, I'll show you a real art book coming up here. I'm actually going to have to grab it. But, are you serious? You call this an art book, Atlas? Like, I'm sorry, that's not how it works. You can't go around saying you got a hardcover art book when it's like the size of a postage stamp. But, I mean, at least the illustrations do look really nice. But you might just accidentally lose it because it's so small. Yeah, what are you gonna do? And it comes with a soundtrack, which is good. Collector's edition should come with a soundtrack. We're going to get to another collector's edition, don't worry. And how you do a collector's edition, how you don't do a collector's edition lesson. We're going to do another one of those. Because basically, nowadays, I don't buy a new game unless it's a collector's edition. Just because, like, what's the freaking point? I've got 2,000 plus games in my backlog. I don't need to be buying a game that's going to just shoot down to $20 in a year. For 60. I just don't need to be doing that anymore. That's just, there's no point. What's the point in doing that, So we did get some N64 games. We got a copy of NFL Blitz 2000, which is a property of Blockbuster, so I was just planning on returning it. No, I'm joking. But it was $2, and this game is worth more than $2. I can't remember how much it's worth, but more than $2. I know those Blitz games are really fun. And then Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, which I don't believe I had before, so definitely a great addition to the collection. Definitely an essential N64 game. So as far as N64 collecting goes, by the way, ever since I got that last lot, like, my bucket list is really narrow. It's like Snowboard Kids 1 and 2. And, I mean, just filler. Really. I mean, it's just kind of where I am with the N64. I have well over that, 100 and some odd games mark where it's like, yeah, you got everything the N64 really has to offer at that point. And I'm happy with my N64 collection. GameCube collection, I'm almost happy with it. But there are some games I'm missing that I do genuinely want just to have them to play. Like Go-Go Hyper Grind, I genuinely want that one. Let's see, there's another couple little ones that I want just to play, but they're not coming to mind right now for whatever reason. Speaking of GameCube games, Nicktoons Unite. I did not have this on the GameCube before. It was $2 at the pawn shop, so a broken copy of Nicktoons Unite for the GameCube. Condition-wise, it's fine. It's in good shape. Comes with the manual, all that. $2 for a GameCube game that I didn't have. Absolutely. Not even a question. Then just some PlayStation games from the pawn shop, too. Never see PlayStation games at the pawn shop, but happened to find a couple. Siphon Filter 2, $2. Didn't have it before. Probably worth about $2, but, I mean, it's complete, in good shape. It's just a common game I didn't have before, so happy to add it to the collection. And, of course, Centipede, which is also another one that I didn't have before. $2. What more can you ask for? Then we got one that I've kind of been looking for a while. I would have asked to have it in better condition than this, but the All-Stars pack. Yeah. Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii. This one used to go for, like, stupid amounts of money Now it's not worth all that much, but it's still cool to have it in the box. I did not have it in the box before. I just had kind of like the Nintendo Selects, which is what brought the price of this down. Because really, it was overpriced to begin with. I think it was $40, and it comes with 4 whole Mario games from the NES. I know, like, practically losing money not buying that. But this version's kind of cool. It comes with the game, of course, on Wii disc, Club Nintendo points. Whoever gets those. And then Super Mario History, 1985 to 2010. Nice little book here. Yeah. Color art. All that you can't see because I have it out of frame. And yeah, for a booklet, it's fine. I wouldn't have paid like $40 or like $60, I think this version was for this, but you know, or $50, something like that. It also comes with the Mario soundtrack CD, so heck yeah. I'll take it for $2, even if the box is completely murdered. Yeah, it doesn't even have the tabs on it. And then, got a couple more left. So, we got Namco Museum for the GameCube, Greatest Hits. I don't think I have any version of Namco Museum on the GameCube. No, I do, but I have just the black label. So yeah, Greatest Hits. It's not a new title, but it is. And I think it comes with more games. Let me double check here quick. If I remember correctly, this is one of the... No, this... I don't think it does. Yeah, it's all the same. It's the exact same, just red or yellow label. So, yeah. That was a waste of all of your time, I apologize. But this one was $1.99. Now, this was at a garage sale, apparently, for $3. You can't see that because, once again, front-facing camera on the Samsung Galaxy S10 leaves a lot to be desired, I gotta say, to be honest. Phone's great other than that, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah, $3, or, sorry, $1.99. What more can you ask for a version of a game on the GameCube? I didn't have. Then we got something from work pickup. We got this. So this was in a car that charged off. Inventory was going to be relinquished. So pretty much that means we throw it in the trash. But I just could not bring myself to throw this in the trash. I just couldn't do it. Like it was in the dumpster. I pulled it out of the dumpster because I just couldn't do it. I had to give it a good home. And it is a high definition graphics original model Sega Genesis. I think this is the second revision, if I remember correctly. It's the one with the lockout on it. So that kind of gives you an idea. But it didn't have Sonic the Hedgehog in it. I actually put Sonic the Hedgehog in it. But this Genesis was covered in soot and dirt and grime. It was just nasty. It was awful. So I took an afternoon, cleaned her all up, and she's good as new. So this is my actual Genesis I have hooked up. Actually cleaned up pretty decent. I mean, the camera probably makes it look better than it actually does in person. But yeah, this lighting is not really good. I apologize. I will have this fixed, hopefully, by the next video. Hopefully, I'll have a proper camera by the next video, rather than just my cell phone camera, but I don't have my my Sony hooked up, so kind of playing it by ear. I figured this video is better than no video, so, and I had to get these games put away, because I'm trying to get the game room cleaned up, so, yeah. High definition graphics, Genesis. The picture on this, by the way, looks amazing. I don't know how far I got into my, RGB cables on my past videos, but I have RGB cables for the Model 1 Sega Genesis, plugged it into the XRGB2, into the Dell monitor, the Sony Trinitron, well, the Dell Trinitron, it's complicated, but it's a Trinitron monitor. Just amazing picture. Like, just I couldn't choose something to improve on that picture. That's endgame picture right there. There's no better picture as far as I'm concerned. You just couldn't do better. It couldn't look any better than it did on that screen. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Can't beat free either. So picked out of a dumpster. So I technically did throw it away, but because we're legally required to. But I threw it away and then I pulled it out of the dumpster, so I think it counts. Anywho, then we got two more, which are the same game. Because I am an idiot. I am an idiot for Xenoblade Chronicles because I loved Xenoblade Chronicles 2 so much. Never played the original. I'm gonna just go full disclosure. I have never played the original. And there's actually a couple things that I need to get. So I will be right back. I'm going to see how this pause button works. I'll be right back. All right. I just don't want my... Ow. Okay. Didn't want anything to break recording-wise if I left it too long. So I just kind of dropped everything there. So you got a little bit of a sneak peek at what I got. But... yeah, I actually, I meant to grab something entirely different, and I ended up forgetting about two different things that I saw lying on my couch. So one of the things that I got was the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Definitive Works set. Now, this set was a little controversial, because it wasn't nearly as good as the European Collector's Edition. And it's pretty much the same price. So this is $80, and $80 got you the game and a hardcover art book. I'm pretty sure it's hardcover. If I remember correctly. It feels hardcover. So we're going to go with hardcover. So, let me just find it. But yeah, nice little box. I mean, all things considered, it's fine. No big deal. But compared to what Europe got, they got it good. They got, it's heavy. This Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition collector's set. Now, what does this come with? Let me just open her up. This came from overseas, so it got banged up a little bit, unfortunately, but it's not too bad. So, comes with this weird, like, massive obi strip that just kind of goes around it. It was sealed in plastic, and you take that off, that falls right off, so I just have it in there. But you get the big old poster, like a chunky boy poster. I'm sorry I said chunky boy, guys. But yeah, big poster for Xenoblade. Nice, really nice. Nice print quality. The only sad thing is they didn't roll it, so it's got massive creases in the middle, so it's pretty much entirely functionally useless, but maybe you could get those creases out if you try hard enough. Then it also came with the game, and then they did the Absolute Mad Lads. Tons of memes. Sorry, I'm a memer today. But steelbook that we didn't get. So we didn't get the poster. We didn't get the steelbook, which has DLC in it. Oh geez. You have to peel it off. Thank you, Nintendo, for having some foresight there. Yeah, it comes with the European copy of the game with no rating on the actual front of it. That's cool that they don't have to do that in Europe. They do that here. They put the rating on it, despite the fact that nobody actually sees it on the retail packaging. Probably just so if it's used, they can see it. But in Europe, they just don't care as much. I don't know. But then it also came with. Let me just move that to one side. This and this is kind of where I feel like they cheaped out on the European edition a little bit. Soft cover art book. Yeah, soft. Not a huge fan of soft cover art books, but honestly, the print's fine. Like it's a good art book. it's just not. I just like hardcover. You know, I'll pay extra for a hardcover art book, not just something like particularly the shape. It just does that. So yeah, it doesn't really feel great in the hands when you're trying to go through all of the amazing art of this game. But nonetheless, I feel like this set was better. Okay, like, can you all agree with me that what I showed you right there was all better than just hardcover art book, game, same price? Well, as it goes, it gets better with the European version. Yeah, I mean, you may be saying, well, Dusty, well, how does it get any better than, you know, pretty much all that stuff? That's an amazing collector's edition for the money right there. I mean, I paid $90 for this in the U.S. compared to $10 less for that one. I definitely pay the extra amount to import this one. What could possibly be better about that vinyl soundtrack? Same price. The only concession was their book with soft cover. I will take that any day of the week. And honestly, like, I'm not a big fan of picture discs, but I put this on the record player. It does sound decent. It came in a crappy paper sleeve, so I have a wax inner in there. It doesn't come with a wax inner. You just have to supply your own. But yeah, picture disc. Beautiful picture disc, no less. It looks really nice. Sounds good for a picture disc. I mean, it doesn't sound great because it is a picture disc, but I mean, I would definitely take a solid color like red vinyl record or something along those lines over a picture disc any day of the week. But I didn't create the collector's edition, so, you know, I'll take what I can get. And honestly, this is a fantastic little package. So, but I do want to check. I don't know if I have a knife nearby. If I had a knife to hand, I would definitely slice open the just to stave my curiosity here about that art book in the U.S. version, because I remember seeing on the Amazon listing it was hardcover art book. I have scissors, guy. I got scissors. Sorry. That's. I mean, I'm 99% sure this is a hardcover art book, and if it is a hardcover art book, definitely going on the coffee table, because right next to Xenoblade 2's. If it's not, it's going in the trash. No, I'm joking. But it might not even go on the coffee table. It might not be coffee table worthy. You gotta, because they package these freaking boxes so tight, you gotta go in with a scissor like this and lift the tab out. I found it good to just use like a fingernail clipper to get in there. I don't have one of those to hand, so you gotta do that to get in there. Oh yeah. Here's just a bundle of cardboard. Like, talk about freaking Nintendo. You dropped the ball with your presentation here. I'm gonna crease this a little bit just to show you. This is what you see. Cardboard. Are you serious, Nintendo? This one, the European version was so freaking beautiful. Like, it was an unboxing experience. This is, hey, here's your garbage. There you go. This is what you get. But yeah, it is a hardcover, plastic wrapped art book. I'm gonna compare the two art books actually too, for your guys' delectation. But that's what you get: hardcover art book, and okay. So the bright side of the argument is, like, it's not just cardboard, but it just looks like cardboard. There's Xenoblade art printed on it. But does this, like, fold out to be something? I'm curious now. Not really. Like, it's part of the whatever sword thing. His name is escaping me right now. Why can't I remember? He is in Smash. That's where everybody knows him from. But, yeah. And you got the ESRB rating on there too, so that's interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this copy of the game in here. And this is The sleeve. Oh, okay. That makes it a little bit better. So this is actually a sleeve for the art book. So instead of just having it on your coffee table like this, you keep it in this sleeve. That is actually kind of nice. Like, honestly, presentation-wise, it's off to a rough start, but they're kind of winning me over in the end with this art book. I mean, definitely, like, if I had to choose between one, the European one. But I am a sucker for a good art book, and this is definitely a $20 art book quality. Like, the thing is, it's just that theirs is better. It's not that this one's necessarily bad, okay? Like, it's grown on me. Like, originally I thought it was bad because it was just going to be just art book. It was just going to be one like the Xenoblade 2 it did, which was a lot thinner than this. So, like, I was just thinking, oh, well, it's the same price as the Xenoblade 2 one, but it doesn't come with the steelbook, doesn't come with the soundtrack, doesn't come with... What else did the second... I can't remember. It doesn't come with the cool box, like the really cool box that Xenoblade 2 has. It's up there. I just don't want to get it down because everything will come tumbling down and break if I do. Yeah, my shelf situations are... Like, these shelves, best idea I ever had. These are marvelous. Like, seriously. I love these shelves. The only issue with them is the ones with the heavier games, like the jewel cases, have bowed a little bit. Not a big deal. But yeah, they just... Best way of storing my games I've ever thought of. Just store so many games in so little space, and I still have a little bit of room left. So, there you go. But, yeah. What can I say? I guess there's nothing left to do but compare these art books now. Yeah, you're getting a unboxing slash... So I'm going to take the little bits that I like out of each of them. So I'm going to leave that thing that wraps around it. I'm going to leave the poster because it's got a massive crease in the middle and I have no space for a poster. I'm going to take the European copy of the game and the steelbook from this collector's edition and the vinyl record. And I'm going to look at the art book here quick because... I wanted to kind of compare it, as you do in these videos. In pickup videos, of course, what you do is you unbox a freaking collector's edition. Yeah, what do we get? So, differences-wise, like, this is just, yeah, this is a $10 art book, this is a $20 art book. That's the way I look at this. And heck, let's actually collect. Let's collect our thoughts on the actual art books. So... This one is obviously hardcover. This one's softcover. Both are the same size from what it looks like. Does the European one have more pages? It looks like it has more pages. I'm gonna unseal this one quick because curiosity, okay? I'm sorry. I know this isn't the place for this. I know this is a pickup video. I know you come here to see the hardcore pickups. But yeah, I got business to do. Get this out of here. Get this sucker out. Throw caution to the wind. I'm cleaning the room anyway. It just blew right back to me. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Nice solid book here. Let's see, how many pages does this have? This one has 255 pages. Color and beautiful. Jeez, look at this. Look at that. You can't see it because my lighting is freaking horror movie, but it is a nice art book on the inside. So 255 pages we get in that one. And then take this one. And what do we got? I feel like it's like almost the pages are bigger. 255, yeah. So I mean 255. So same amount of pages. Print quality. Let's open them both. Open up our textbooks to page 75. That's the difficult thing with these ones. So both page 75s are the same. Both have good glossy prints. The illustrations in the it looks like the Europe or the American one is like zoomed in. Like it looks like, oh, that is interesting. That is bizarre. Okay, so something that I found here. I know this is not the place or the time, but look at the crop on this Melia's page here. Sorry, Melia's stuff here. So look at where it crops down here and up. Like, you see how it cuts off the hat, right? So it clearly cuts off that hat a little bit. This is the American one. This is the hardcover. Look at the European one. Clearance above the hat. More at the bottom. They cropped the American one. That's why the illustrations looked a little bit bigger. The pages looked a little bit smaller. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. But, like, just little things like that make it, like, yeah, I'd probably rather have this one on the bookshelf, you know? So, I mean, it's a tough, like, when you put, let's put the European one in the box for a moment that the US one comes in. It doesn't fit. It's a bigger art book. It is slightly bigger. This is interesting. Like, guys, I'm fascinated by this. I'm way more fascinated than anybody has a right to be about this. So, but yeah, this is definitively a larger art book. Not by, like, hardly any measurable amount, but they had to crop it down to fit in this hardcover book. So yeah, because, oh yeah, that is remarkably bigger if you think about it. Because, like, look, it's like about the size of these lips here, but, like, look at the actual pages. They're so much smaller in the hardcover here. Like, they're shorter. They're not as tall. That is different. So yeah, I mean, I just keep both of these on my bookshelf, to be completely honest, just because I'd honestly rather, like, this one's a nicer bit of kit, but that one would be nicer to actually flip through and look at the art that's not all cropped. But I mean, I don't think that's something I'd ever notice if I didn't look at them both side by side. Yeah, like, this is obviously cropped. Like, look, clearly the top of Shulk, isn't it? It's Shulk, isn't it? Probably Shulk. Shulk's head is cropped. Quality control, Nintendo. You ever hear of it? But yeah, so yeah, that little bit kind of leaned me in favor of the UK art book too. And, like, that's weird, because, I mean, it's not as well made of a book, but the illustrations are cropped. So that is crazy to me. Just made a little discovery there. I'm probably the first person who's ever noticed that. But I noticed it with you guys first and foremost, so you have the pride in knowing that too. So now when this comes in, like, the video game history videos, like, you know that you were here with me when that was discovered, when that fateful discovery took place. So, but yeah, I am actually going to keep both of those. I'm going to be using where I kept my game consoles, where I used to keep them. I'm going to be turning that into a bookshelf. So I'm going to be putting all my art books on there, because I have enough art books nowadays and, like, all my Nintendo powers, my art books, my Pokemon cards, if I want to put them there. You know, I can occupy that much space very handily. So, yeah. So yeah, definitely, like, the clear winner as far as I'm concerned. Like, if this is a competition between Nintendo of Europe and Nintendo of America, Nintendo of Europe, congratulations, you win. Like, hands down. They win. They just win. They're the winners. Nintendo of America, you're a loser. You suck. Okay, anyway, moving right along to the next item on our agenda. After I put this stuff back in this box. Yeah. I'm glad you all got to kind of experience that with me. Because it was interesting to me. Might not have been interesting to you. Might have been boring to you, but for me, I was like, whoa, that's interesting. I'll take it. So then next up, these are two things that I found lying out in my living room that were waiting for a pickup video that I completely forgot about. This is a Nintendo Labo kit. Nintendo Labo. Now, I would consider myself a late adopter to Nintendo Labo, considering that my philosophy on Nintendo Labo is that looks like something that's really going to be fun when it's in the clearance for $20. That was my take on Nintendo Labo. Honestly, that was my honest opinion when it came out. About a year later and $20 out of my pocket later, Nintendo Labo kit from Amazon. Yeah, so I figure, yeah, for $20, absolutely, I'm gonna play around with this. But like, I mean, this is like adverse to collecting just by the layout of it. But you know, I do plan on actually playing with it. So it's gonna be a fun little thing when I have a little bit of extra time, just as kind of a fun little thing, you know. I don't expect too much from it, but hey, I didn't pay too much from it. So I paid $15 or $20 or whatever when it was originally $80. I think I paid like $16, $17 shipped. So like with tax and all that, less than $20. So I'll take it. And then the last item that I got, once again on a heavy clearance, and I bought because it was heavy clearance, and I like Zelda art books. No, I don't like Zelda art books. I love Zelda art books. Breath of the Wild, Making of a Champion, or Creating a Champion. Dark Horse book. Now, immediate little issues here. They packed it. They basically just basically threw it in a box. So this corner's a little dented. But I'd heard they pretty much all came like that, so I'm not going to complain too much. I think mine is in better shape than half the ones I saw pictures of on Amazon. So, yeah, I'll take it. For $15, it's $15. So, let's take a look inside. Let's unseal it and see what goodies lie beneath. Once again, throwing caution to the wind. I'm littering in my own game room. You know, I'm sorry, everybody. No stickers on that. I like keeping stickers. Oh, it's got one of these pieces of paper to fall out of the book and get destroyed. And then yeah, we got the Dark Horse Creating a Champion. Now this one was only like $40 on the retail thing here. I got it for $15, but $40 retail on this one. The Zelda books are usually a lot more expensive than that, like the big hardcover ones like this, the chunky ones. Yeah. For $15, so far so good. Lots of pages from what I've heard. Yeah, full map of Hyrule right here. It'd be nice if you could see it. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful color illustrations here that you can't see. Like, oh wow, that does actually really look good. They got they've got the Hylian pictures, like the actual, like just all of the characters. They have portraits of them, which is really cool. At least I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, like, and then Zora. Yeah, heck yeah. I could spend an afternoon reading through this. This is more than coffee book. This is like reference material. $15, yeah. I'll take it. It's fantastic. Absolute heck of a steal, as far as I'm concerned. Anything else that I'm missing pickups wise? I don't think so. yeah, so not a lot of stuff, but I managed to blather on for a long time and stall to get the runtime longer. So I hope you enjoyed this extended pickup video. I hope to have my regular production quality back soon. There might be a few videos in between where I just say, you know, I'm gonna prop the Galaxy S10 on my computer monitor and talk a little bit of videos, if you don't mind. If you like those, just let me know. If not, then that's fine too. I can just not make them too if you don't want them, if you don't want to watch them, just let me know. Or if there's something in particular you do want to watch. I know Never Shuts Up is probably watching, and he is waiting for my PSP video. And I want to wait until I have all of my stuff together for that. I don't want to do that on this thing. Because that, and I need to find the other half of it. I don't know where I put it. I think it's on my hard drive somewhere. But yeah, this has been Dusty. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments how your video game hunting has been with this whole worldwide pandemic thing going on. And yeah, look out for the video that I had mentioned at the beginning of this video. That's going to be coming up here. Just kind of talking life update if you're into that stuff. If not, then that's totally fine. Once again, I just make these for your entertainment if there's something you enjoy. But if there's something you're not enjoying, you're not expected to watch that kind of thing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see y'all next time a lot sooner than the last gap. So yeah, see you soon.